Hello, everybody. Is it showing? It looks black.
We don't see the game, but we see your
Wait.
PNG.
Why? Oh, there! Okay, now it's...
There you go.
I had to move the chat box for some reason. That's what did it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I swear, I'm gonna figure this out. I have several leads. Okay. Like, I am prepared. I got boba. B, I ran out of tissues on Monday, so I went to the store and bought 2 new boxes of tissues just for this. And I've got my theories. So, like, I think, okay, one of the ways that we could be getting the code is from the events. I've already mentioned this, but, like, from the events within the reels. See? The stranger? Okay. Q, to go back. Which I have a couple different options written down. I have one that I want to try. Or I think... Another thing is that, we learned the whole, blowing out the lights, extinguishing the lights in the simulation affects the, stuff in the lights in the, real world. So I could mess with that and try and figure out what lights would, in the simulations would lead over. There's also where the, where the electrical lines are. I feel like that's one of the only places that doesn't have something going on. Everywhere else, you don't go very far without having something to interact with, like a building or something to interact with. But you go a long distance right there for some reason without having anything interesting from the environment. So that could be another lead. I have so many options to explore, and I have ice cream too, but ooh. If it is a crying session, there might be a stream ice cream break.
Yeah. Depending on how far you make it, there very well could be an ice cream break then.
I have ideas. Okay?
You have a handful of ideas. Now it's just time to exhaust them one by one, just seeing which one works.
Exactly.
And if none of them work, then we just try to come up with a new list.
There could also be something with these untranslated, languages that could also contribute to the code, Or the look of this... Oh, I fell off the edge. I did not look where I was going.
You should probably look where you're going.
I got distracted, okay? I'm trying to see if there's... No, that is a totem pole. And totem poles usually have several parts to it that could be part of the code. An eye, then a figure, the eye, the universe. I don't think that in particular had something to do. I don't know. Maybe I am supposed to read those, though. But, see, there's this part right here. And then immediately you have the tunnels, and then you have the big part where the bell is. Then you have the dam. Then you have the entryways. It leads into this little area, which there is a little bit of a longer area. But then you have the little bay area, and then you have those. But then you have the rapids of the electrical, and you go a really long time from the start of the gorge until you get to the hidden gorge part, there's just... The electrical lines are the only thing right here, and the power flashes at one point, and it seems like it's important. It feels important. But I have no clue how. Also, I feel the arrangement of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, something to do with that. I don't know. Or like maybe the pitchers, maybe the 5 pitchers hold something in their ordering. C. There's a lot, okay? There's a lot to do. But the only extinguishing here, I think, is the extinguishing the door. I think that's the only thing I can extinguish at the first one. Okay, once I extinguish that, that's right next to... Go ahead.
Before I forget, by the way, I wanted just to tell Hamadan. I realized this a while ago, but I didn't make the connection. One of my favorite game studios of all time, one of my favorite games made by someone from your home country. They're a Croatian dev team. I don't know how popular they are over there, since I think they're... I don't know how much they market to your country, I guess, but a Crow team, they made a game called the Talos Principle. That was like one of my favorites too. Good puzzle game. You guys make good games over there.
Somewhere over here is where that door is. Could it have opened a door on the real world? Right around here is where the door opens, so I don't think it opened anything in the real world by extinguishing there. Okay. Well, doesn't look like anything over there is particularly open. Okay, let's try extinguishing over here. So I can extinguish the... Actually, let's go to the gorge, I think. I want to try extinguishing there. There might be something around this level, but I feel like there's not. Yeah, there! The power fucking goes out a little bit there. See? There's something. That has to do with something. I just do not know what! What is Serious Sam?
It's a early shooter game that was made by the devs I was talking about, Protein.
Ah.
It was like one of the first games that made them famous. So they have like 3 games in that series, and it's just... I haven't played it myself, so Amadan, you may know it better, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it's more or less just a fun little shooter game. So
I was going to...
It's more just blow stuff up, shoot stuff kind of game.
I got distracted.
It was just one of the best for its time, given there weren't many games like it to the quality of it when it was released. So that's how they got famous. Got the money they needed to build more games that they wanted to build.
Is there a little hidden site under the church? No. There a hidden area right here? No. Is there a hidden cave that when the water goes up, you can get into, maybe, on the sides of the gorge? Or when the water's low, there's a little alcove you can get into at all. Because I feel like it's something to do with the power lines. Like, I need to be exploring that more. The power... Something is happening that is causing the power to flicker. I just no idea what.
and I'm gonna be confirmed too. It's more or less just a fun explode stuff, shoot stuff game.
Yes.
You get to go really big on destruction, shooting stuff. So just a lot of things coming at you.
Spiritual
Inspired Doom, though.
successor
That's
to
pretty cool.
Doom.
Oh yeah, I misread that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And Doom is literally just shoot as many things as possible and have most fun possible exploding stuff.
Zero 2 1 2 1 0 2 1 2 1 0 2 1 2 1 0 2 1 2 1 0 2 1 2 1 0 2 1 2 1 0 2 1 2 1 0 2 1 2 1. I write that down just in case it might help me. Okay, let's go extinguish the lights here and see if that changes anything on the other side of the gorge. I also wonder if, like, filling in the bridges and that do anything to the other side, you know? Also, there's no real way to get to the boats. How? I think I'd have to go through and do it all if I wanted to go over to the boats. Gore for gore. Maybe there's an invisible bridge roughly here in the non-simulation. Okay, let's see. Did that do anything? Did that do anything? I feel like those lights have always been on. Don't feel like anything's changed. Yeah, it doesn't feel like anything's changed over here. Not going to lie. We always had two down here. I still don't know where the burn tapes are. It was by a massive archive, though. Maybe I'll just go to the bell and try a couple of the codes. Actually, you know what? Let me see if the invisible bridge. The invisible bridge would be further up than this, though, wouldn't it? Oh. Well, if I leave now, I cannot get back. Oh, let's get to the middle place with some code ideas I have. Through here, I think. I feel like my frame rate's off. For some reason. Oh, okay, that's just that entryway. I thought there was a secret... Another secret passage. No, it's just the entryway. No, C, I wanted C. Oh, I can't reach the boat from here. That's right. That's why I need to go somewhere. Oh, wait. No. Well, I'm gonna go and just... It'll be quicker if I just jump. Your girl is not too... What?! Wait, no, that I already know that. I know that. That's a secret bridge from... I thought I found the secret there by seeing that hole in the... Okay, come on. Let's just go to the second tower. That'll just be the easiest place to... No, bell. I want to go to the bell. I'll go to the bell. I'll explore the bell.
What are you gonna look for?
I want to get to where I can put in the... Okay. I want to go put in codes. So, a couple codes I thought of. I want to look, see if there's anything secret under here. Nope. They look normal. Bell.
At least you weren't too far from the bell.
Yeah. Game just feels laggy on my side, not gonna lie. Did not realize that was a drop. I went the wrong way for the stairs.
This is the third time that you've fallen down there.
Never claimed to be smart at all. Okay. I do not know if the code I wrote down last time I streamed is a potential code for number 1 or 2 or 3. So we're gonna try this on all of them and see if it works on any of them. I have 2 possible codes. I think it's this one. Sun or flame. Home. Simulation. They always have one of those moons in them though. Simulation and then flame. No wait, no, they don't always have to. Let's try saying you to flame. Let's try saying them both to sun. Okay, that's not it for here. Okay, again, it could be flame, flame, sim, sim, and this is a home. Or it could be a sun. Or it could be a double sun. Okay, that's not the code. I wonder how many times I've almost guessed these codes and you guys are just like in the private chat just being like, she's so close, it's so far. So early far. And then this is home planet. No, what about this being a sun? What about this being a... Nope. Okay, well... Okay, try the second code I have here. Sim, sun, home. I doubt it's that. I doubt it's this. Simulation. I thought it was sun, flame, home. No. Could be sun. Could be flame. No. Doubt it's this. This one just seems too bad of a code. And ends in home. Try flame. Simulation. No. Sun. Flame. No. Sun. No. I don't think I can extinguish. Maybe. Can I extinguish things in those towers when I go to them? Simulation. Flame and home. Nope. Sun, flame and home. Nope. Sun and home. Nope. Okay, yep, I have no guess. There any reels that I haven't seen? I have to look at E. I have to pay attention to the little... Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I didn't mean... Okay, well that works. Oh, and it's ending. That's a sun explosion noises. That is the sun explosion noises. Is there any other little hidden holes? No, this place hasn't been... This would be a good place. No, I'm trying to explore. There's a good lot of land there that could have a cave in it or something. Because the water is lower now. Ah! I'm just keep falling everywhere. Well, the simulation is gonna be ending soon anyhow. Any hidden things out down here? Can I please get out from this rock? I feel like I'm stuck. There's supposed to be water over this side. I feel like this doesn't normally have water. Ow. It would be a good place to... Okay, never mind. Where else can I extinguish things? Well, at the second tower, I can extinguish the entirety. I could go with that. I also don't know what the telescope... Well, the telescope was just so that you had a point of reference, I feel. I don't feel like you're actually supposed to do anything at the telescope. But at the same time, I could have to do something at the telescope.
There's only one way to find out.
I couldn't get anything to happen, though, when I went there. I also want to check the... Can I put this in autopilot and then leave the seat?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. No, please stop licking me. In case you couldn't tell, there is a cat here. Okay, So I have that one. No. This is the bottom slide reel. Okay, I have bottom. I have from the right the eye. I have the top the home planet. And yeah, that's the left. Okay, so I've got those 4. And I think there was another reel that had the echo ones. Where are the echo ones? No, where are the echo? Yes, I love you, baby, but like, I don't have hands to pet. Okay, you are Echo 1. You are Echo 3. You are Echo 2. So I did get all those already. Okay. You are the unburned of the eye. You are the unburned of the bottom one. Unburned of anything else? Do I have unburned of anything else? Unburned of anything else? No, you are the burned. You gave me unburnt at the top. I have not found the unburnt one of the... Oh, I'm probably not going to find an unburnt version of the... Oh, yes, yes, I love you. Yeah, yep. Baby girl, I need hands. I need arms. I need face. Please, get your butt off my face. Okay, well, I am playing with the disadvantage of a cat scarf right now.
Which reel were you missing, by the way? I didn't hear you finish the sentence.
The bell. There's no unburned version of the bell. There probably won't be, so that I don't know what's already inside of it before I, you know, get in. Luffy, can you please get off of me? I can't see. I can hear I'm hitting things. What am I hitting? Entheon, you should look at the security camera and just see Cat right now.
Oh no. Let's see how bad it is. Your drink is in the way.
Mm.
Oh, I see.
Help! Help!
Chat, I can't share that it would be actual Geneva picture, so that's not fair to share. But she just basically has her arms straight out, so she can reach towards the laptop and control the game. But there's a cat just perched precariously on those arms.
Like right at my neck.
Okay, I'm done.
Not anything under the tower. Okay, there is something behind the second tower. There's... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm readjusting Cat. There. Sit on desk. I can breathe and not just breathe cat hair. Okay, there's nothing under the tower. Okay, wait, tower has power cables. Tower has power cables. Okay. There are power cables to the tower. Or there are power cables at the other towers. Probably, because they all have power things on the top. You know, you only see the top of the one tower. Those don't have flat tops, so only the second one does for some reason. Yes, Luffy. That's where the water flows, and... Why did I think it would be quicker to go around the back? Is there anything? Yes, there are Okay, it just comes up from there. And then runs right here. I don't see it going up. the legs, though. Unlike the others. The other one. Okay. But can I follow the lines? No. The lines disappear underground. Okay. Okay. I love... Stop! You're a pretty kitty, but stop, please. I will attention you once I have a free hand. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. Okay. Let's just go get in the tower, I guess. Don't see anything over there. I might be able to right there look into something. There's cables there. Let's go extinguish the stuff here. One. Why does this have so many black marks over it? Aren't there when I... Huh. Oh. Okay. I went flying sideways. Okay. Let's first extinguish that one candle to bring on the hidden area here. And then I'll extinguish everything over here. Let's just start with this candle. Let's summon this since the simulation affects real life. Because of the power cables, I'm assuming, running into each tower. The simulation is, at least with the lighting, I can affect it.
They really were clever with their simulated reality, huh?
They were. That can't stop me because I can't read. I wonder... I know the house doesn't exist. There's no... Okay. Wait, what am I doing? I need to just jump. Well, I hope everything is okay, Omadon. I know I'm very late to the party on that conversation. Dam broke? No, not yet. Okay. I don't see anything different over here. It's not like I actually changed anything. Okay, let's see if I can get over to there along the edge. I could if I could get up to there. Or I could probably just go here, over towards here. No. Okay, maybe I have to go downstream at this point. I think maybe I can get up there. I feel like there has to be something. Please don't take me down the rapids before I'm ready. Oh, it did. At least I can try and... No. Get out. No. Out. No. No. No, this is not going well. This is not going well! Did not go well at all. I died. I very much died. Could it be like the launch code translated into those symbols and like a code, like the code for the Eye of the Universe translated into theirs code? Like just coincidentally, it like a code for each species of the universe, but like they didn't intend it that way. It just lined up that way, and their code number 2 technically, or I don't know.
That'd be a crazy coincidence.
It would be, but like it'd also be just like. It has to be it has to have something to do with the power. I haven't found anything to do with the power yet. It has to be. It has to be. Right, right. What?
And how does it connect?
I don't know yet. But it has to be. It just has to be. You know? I can get up there. And I could get up there and go down along there, and I can just search the edge there. Yeah, okay. Plan acquired. But I don't know what other lights I could extinguish to unlock things in the non-simulation. Oh, ow. Ow, oh, ow. Oh no! Go up!
Well, 2 impact deaths in a row.
For being a fish, I'm not a good swimmer.
I guess you aren't really a river kind of fish. You're a still fish, you know, like lake fish.
I guess. I mean, I'll eat some of that ice cream for you, Skeleton. Don't worry, I'm on the case.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like, I'll help out. I'll take the leftovers. Don't you worry.
Oh, yum.
Okay, that's a really good combination.
I only got vanilla left. I ate all my black cherry.
Honestly, if we're going like go-to flavors, I like a good cinnamon vanilla bean just because it's like gentle flavor and not too sweet. Or if you're going for like an ice cream store to go get something, I really like the ones that have like chunks of chocolate in it too. Like I love chocolate and caramel in mine.
Nope.
So, like I don't know if we call it the same thing, but up here we call it like Rocky Road.
No,
That's a good one.
for a girl who grew up by Hershey, Pennsylvania, I surprisingly am not the biggest fan of chocolate. It's a bit of a shame. I guess I just overloaded as a youngin' on the chocolate flavor.
When you grow up right by the factory.
Literally right by the town that's named Hershey, Pennsylvania. Fave flavor. I'm usually a basic, unless there's something like a really yummy sounding flavor, I just go with vanilla, I'll be honest. I think this is the pathway I need. When there's no water here. It looks pretty simple. I think this, like, little riverbed. Nothing on the backside? Nope. Leads to the cliff area. Yep, okay. Now if I can get up here, I can jump it to there. I can just jump it over to here. Yes, okay. Then I can get down to there and I can check right at the edge of the gorge before you go in. See if there's like an entryway there, maybe like a hidden little one. It's gotta be like little hidden entrances. Maybe if I remove the lights from more of the pictures. Maybe if I remove the lights from more of the pictures in the paintings and the towers, maybe I can find another hidden entrance there. No, this is all rocks, trees. Not important, not useful for the lore. Oh. There's the power cables. How does the power cables... Well, here. Is there anything in the shadow from... Well, no, if it's a hole in the ground. There like any little holes along here? I think I could get into... No, not that I can see. Maybe right there. It does go under a lot. It does go in. It's between power cables. This is probably bad idea. Oh, there's like a little indent there. There is definitely something. Might just be the natural geography, though.
Well, you're stacking up a lot of impact dust, at least.
It's not that I don't like chocolate. Chocolate is just probably, like, lower on my list of favorite flavors. Like, up until probably a more recent part of my life, you know, the 30 almost years I've lived, I was not, I would not eat chocolate dairy products. You know, I still do not like chocolate pudding. I will eat chocolate ice cream and if I have to, but I do not particularly like chocolate ice cream. I didn't eat chocolate cake and that until I was like middle school, probably, like a teenager. I
never was a big fan of cake growing up either.
Well, like chocolate itself, I eat, no issue. My mother has also ruined my taste for chocolate though in the past decade because she will get me insane amounts of chocolate for every conceivable holiday. Valentine's Day, she's sending me 5 pounds of chocolate. You know, Easter, 5 more pounds of chocolate. Thanksgiving, 5 pounds of chocolate. Birthday, 5 pounds of chocolate. Christmas is special. That's 15 pounds of chocolate. So, even though I keep telling her, please get me, like, gummy candies or literally any candy other than chocolate at this point, she continues to do so, which also is not helping my general distaste for I want anything but chocolate right now. Oh. I would, honestly, I'll unwrap a pizza under the Christmas tree.
Pizza does sound good there.
Has to be something I'm missing with the power. What is causing the power to trip? Okay. That is the question of the millennium, I feel. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I've thoroughly explored here, I've explored there, I've walked along here, didn't see anything, walked there, nothing. I've explored over here, I don't think there was anything. I've explored over here, and I feel like I've done all I can. I've explored the bell. I've explored over here. I haven't explored here too much when the water's low, maybe I need to do that after the dam breaks. I've explored up here. I've explored there. Done here. I've done here. Is this roof flat? You know what? Let's just try this. Let's see. What happens if I take all the lights off? Every painting. Is there possibly another little hidden area? The last one I take from is where the actual... Okay. No, yes, no, no, no. Okay. Please don't, please, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. I do not want to, as someone that grew up by the factories, I am not going to do that for my own sanity, Omadon.
Yeah, they are the cheapest possible bar for a reason.
Okay, dash, line, dash, dot, line, dash, dot.
I don't know what the price is over in other areas, but around right by the factory, even states away, it's like $1 for a bar. You can't really find any candy cheaper than that.
It's located where it is in Pennsylvania because of the rolling green hills and the immense amount of cow pastures that were in the area, making milk cheap to and quick to obtain. See, it kind of makes a star, but not quite. Yes, I love you, baby girl. I have to attention the kitty. But yeah, Hershey's is this very basic chocolate. It is meant to be in your mouth and as cheap to do as possible. They cornered the market on cheap and quantity. They are not quality, they are quantity.
I did Google why Hershey's tastes like vomit too, and it boils down to just we are used to having lower safety standards, so it doesn't taste bad to us. But Europeans generally have better safety standards for their food.
That's fair. What is that?
Yeah.
What is this? That's dark. Oh, it was because I was in the cloaking.
But all it really boils down to is technically the milk in Hershey's factory spoils a little bit before it's baked in the bars.
Would not doubt that. Although the whole situation was intended so that the milk would be as fresh as possible. Because you're right there where the milk literally comes from.
Well, more specifically, in Europe, factories are like whole milk are required to sterilize the containers more like 3 times as often as you do in America, so bacteria can grow.
Oh, great!
So to Europeans who are used to higher standard of quality in their food, it kind of tastes like it's the same bacteria that causes like milk to turn into yogurt a lot of the time. So it has a bit of a sour flavor. And like a little bit acidic, so that's since vomit is literally just acid for the most part. Aside from whatever's in your stomach, it makes sense to associate the flavors if you're not used to having it.
Okay, fair.
We are used to having crap food quality standards, though, so
Look,
phases us a lot less.
it took a mobster who got sick of seeing the kids in his city sick to actually get any sort of food safety standards. Like, we only have expiration dates on food and milk because of Al Capone. Like, one of the most infamous American mobsters. Because he got tired of seeing all the kids in his area getting sick from drinking expired and contaminated milk. Like, you just... How bad do you have to be as a nation that took a mobster to, be like, yeah, we shouldn't be getting kids sick constantly?
I mean, that really is the American way. We don't fix something until it's so broken that someone's completely fed up.
Oh, even then, we still don't fix it, unfortunately. I love you, but I can't attention you 24/7, baby. Mm-hmm.
More specifically, when someone's so fed up that they do something considered bad or illegal, that's when we actually need new regulations or laws to prevent that from happening.
We haven't done anything to prevent certain someone.
Oh no, it's not a hard and fast rule. It's just, in general, if we have a regulation here, it's because too many people died or suffered from it, from not having that regulation. And it's multiple instances of that occurring before they finally decided to do something.
Bureaucratic, red tape and all that.
I mean, even just things like fire escapes in workplaces.
We are very reactionary in our handling of things. Unfortunately, instead of proactive, we're just reactionary. I still do not know the codes. I feel like there's something I am missing. Go ahead and do this, and then change. Almost overshot. I get why they don't have sideways on these boats, but same time. See, I think that one tower I want to go to is Tower 2. Wait, why am I not just jumping off? I need to go back in. I think I actually want to go... I can't get off, though, anywhere, can I? Everywhere needs to be set up before you try and explore it. That you can get to it by boat, I'm pretty sure. I went too soon to the left. I have cat laying on my arm that's moving the mouse. No, it's okay, Omida. I'm probably not figuring this out. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest. I'm
If she
so
makes any good headway, I'll at you in Discord too, just so you can try to tune back in if you want to. Or at least a timestamp for the VOD. Worst case.
There has to be. There has to be something. Is there another hole maybe in the... Okay, I've already been here. There's not even a place to get off here at the second tower until I go to the second tower.
You gotta enable the dock for this one, yeah.
Yeah, and then you gotta enable the... Gotta run through the whole thing just to enable the bridge from the other one. Let's get off at the bell. I can at least explore the outside of the bell a little bit more. Because at least here I can get off, and meaning I can resummon it, so I can at least get off. But is there any other like holes in the cliffs that I could see? I can't even see the ones up there. Oh, you can't even bring the thing down either. Okay, let's just go to the bell for now. There's gotta be something. You can watch. I believe in you, Omadon. Do your chore. Get that thing done. And then get back. Is there any hidden little things? Is there a hidden Mickey somewhere? It feels like I'm hunting for little hidden things. Cat is just grabbing my arm, trying to drag it to pet her. It's okay, if you're quick enough, battery won't be an issue.
You got this, man.
Huh. Maybe I can extinguish every light in the bell. But I don't think that'll do anything. Oh no! I'm sorry, Omadon.
It is sad.
Take your charging cord. Maybe you can plug it in somewhere. Must have been pretty light if they could just carry it. Could try extinguish. I love how the simulation still has it hanging from chains. I gotta figure out the thing with the power, though. There's something with the power. There's something with it. I can't blow that one out. There's gotta be something with the power. Gotta be. Gotta be. Gotta be. Oh, that's gonna break any second. I'll do a full circle, I think. Because that's gonna break soon, so I can explore around the bell area when it has low water. But, while I'm thinking of it, let's head to the middle one, see if there's any little openings there, alcoves for me to go there. That could just be a pile of rocks, but that looks like it might be something. Okay, let's just see. Is there a place for me? Any little... I'm just gonna drop you for now. Any little holes, any little caves, any hidden spots that I can only get to before the water rises? No. No. Does not appear to be so. Not appear to be any hidden spots on that area. Already checked under the bridge. Is there a little hidden thing? Or the tunnel? Is there a way of shutting these, maybe? Oh, they already broke. Didn't even realize the dam already broke. Okay, nothing hidden up there. Nothing hidden down here. It looks like. There's nothing hidden around here. That doesn't appear to have any little hidden areas either. But I can check behind these rocks first before I definitively say for sure. No. No. Let's try over at the bell side. Make sure I'm not missing something that's supposed to be obvious. Well, let me just quickly go up here and check one area. Yeah, no, nothing. Okay. Okay. Does not appear to be any little hidden things. Right here. There's a really deep chasm there, though. That's interesting. No. That's white compared to the rest of the stone, which is weird, but like...
I mean, this was a hand-built thing, too.
Yeah. Just want to see what's down here on the bottommost area. I feel like there could be stuff at the bottom of the water I'm just not picking up, you know? Could be something over here in these rocks I'm missing. Like, I feel like the water change should be, like, unlock stuff, not just block it, you know? So far, all it's done was block instead of unlock, which feels wrong. Looks like there's something up here, maybe? At the end of the tunnel? Might be just the way the rock is. Yeah. Just the way the rock is. Gotta be something I'm missing. Definitely am missing something. I just don't know what. Something could be. Nothing in here where the bridge dam once was. It looks like. In regards to what that something is that I could be missing. Maybe I need to just book it to the second tower now on and see what powers off at the top of the second tower. Like what happens when the power flickers.
Good point. Maybe we'll get to some good info.
Maybe. I just realized I left the artifact go with that raft. Oh, I fell. Oh! I wonder if the third maybe place has a like a hidden way from removing more of the moving more of the lamps. See, power going to and from the bell seems pretty good. Here seems good. There's nothing there, but it seems really weak here to the first tower. And, well, it's about to be a restart. There has to just be something I'm missing, though. Just... I understand not what it is that I am not seeing. You rented like a battery pack for the phone, or that? Yo! Also, the fact that they have rentable battery packs, that's like nice.
It happens in a lot of other countries too. We can't be trusted with them here, someone would steal them.
Yeah, but
do
you're
exist,
paying to
it's
rent
fair.
it, and then you get like reimbursed when you bring it back. Kind of like how they do at Disney. They have like, you can rent the battery pack, but like you get reimbursed then when you return it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it still does cost money, as far as I understand, in most other countries. But you just get charged less if you do bring it back. So it pays to be a good person.
Quite literally.
Correct me if I'm wrong on it, then. I have no idea how that would work in Japan. Just generalizing from my understanding of what other countries do.
Take me to church. It's burnt to a crisp, but I still wanna know it's secrets. I wanna know all the secrets.
That is very convenient, honestly, I'm done. Ours are not that simple to step through. Well, there's not a standard way to do it. The ones that I've seen are not that convenient. It's usually just very specific, like amusement parks or stuff like that have their own little custom system.
I mean, admittedly, it's also a much smaller area that you have to worry about having, like Japan in size compared to America. You have a much smaller area to cover. I mean, could you imagine trying to get enough machines in all 50 states that if someone rents it, they have a convenient enough place to be able to return it? Lawson. I'm
that
assuming
part right there is what would make it actually worth it if we had enough to return it anywhere. But we got to return it at the same spots.
Yeah, we don't even have like consistent gas stations across the nation, you know? Let alone convenience stores. Like, yeah, we have 7-Elevens. You can have them in different states, but like I think there's not a single 7-Eleven within a couple hours of like Hershey, Pennsylvania. So, like, if I rented one here in New York, where they're all over the place, it'd be one thing. I'd be able to return it. But if I'm doing it because I'm going on the trip, like, let's say I rent it before getting on the train to like Pennsylvania. Like, unless they have one in the train station, in every train station, every possible stop I could be getting off at in Pennsylvania, then there's chances are I can't even physically return it if I wanted to. Unless I came back to New York. So that's, I think, part of the issue also.
I got curious too, since you mentioned the difference in the size of the countries.
Yeah.
Japan is 4% of the land area of United States. That's crazy.
Only 4?
Yeah, I thought it was more. I didn't think there was that much of a difference, but
I mean,
Japan is roughly 150,000 square miles, where United States is 3.81 million.
Japan's bigger than 150,000, like 1,000 you said, right?
150,000 square miles in its...
That feels so tiny.
Wait,
I'm...
Yeah.
Go to the top of the tower. I'm going to the top of the tower.
I don't know if that's the entire archipelago, or if it's just the main island or not. Let me double check that.
Yes, that's why I mentioned, like, 7-Eleven, like, because I was thinking of you. I was like, we have 7-Elevens. Like, that would probably be one of the, like, you would understand. But, like, if I said, yeah, Wawa, Sheetz, Come and Go, Circle K, like, Do any of the... I bet you wouldn't even know any of those gas station chains, and they're some of the most popular gas station chains in their range, you know? For the regions that they exist in, they're some of the most popular. But...
Yeah, I googled it too, by the way. 7-Eleven definitely is better in Japan, but apparently it was founded in Dallas, Texas. So your friend from Texas, Ramadan, might even be near one of the original stores.
yeah.
They are not nearly the same as between the two countries, though. Yours are so much better.
You guys have Circle K in Japan?
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't think so. I mean, I didn't know what Circle K was until like 2 years ago, so.
They're all around me. They're not pretty meh as well. I don't usually visit them.
Yeah, they're a southeast gas station. I grew up in the northeast, so I know the northeast stations. Okay, all the horns have a lot of power right now. So what's... Maybe that's the simulation power? Or those are all the, like, souls in the simulation? Because, like, very little... Okay, let's wait for the power to flicker. Let's wait for the power to flicker. They have
I love
so
watching
much good
those.
stuff.
Oh yeah, they actually have like properly prepared and like relatively fresh food too. Like if you go to one in America, your choices are basically hot dog that's been sitting there for several days on their heat lamp, or crudely made pizza, or like stuff like that. Where it's food, but it's not necessarily good. Like it is notorious. Like if you get any prepared foods, like especially sushi, in convenience stores,
God.
you're just asking to have like.
You're
it is
trying to get
just, like,
sick.
a cliche, yeah. If you get convenience store sushi, you
Okay.
are asking to have
So-
days worth of food poisoning.
Can I say something?
No,
I
yes.
think that those little, like, circles on the horns, I think those are individuals within the simulation. And, like, the reason this horn suddenly goes all, like, dim once the dam breaks is because the souls in the first tower pretty much all die. Because their flames all go out without a body to return to.
I mean, at least that's an easily provable hypothesis, as long as you're watching when the dam breaks and see.
Yeah,
when the lights
but
are
I'm
off.
waiting for the power to flicker. It should have flickered by now. Like, I don't understand it because half the time the power doesn't flicker. You know?
It's flickered every time, but sometimes you just spin. When you've been in the simulation, it's hard to verify. But
I feel like it's supposed to have flickered by now.
maybe this is a good run to just observe and see what happens. Maybe.
Probably. Yeah, there it goes. It goes all black. Power flickers. Are the fans expanding? Oh, does it know what's happening? Is it trying to push out further?
Oh, remember there was an entry in your ship log that said it was moving out. The ship itself was moving outside of the blast radius.
Lagged out in the subway. Okay, so is that the power? Is it just the ship detecting that it's going, like, to blow, and so it moves out? Okay, there's still a
Maybe.
bunch of activity. Still a bunch of activity. Also... Oh, that went way further than I was trying for.
That's a good way to check and see if there's anything interesting up there.
Yeah. I want to check that out, I think, more. What the heck are you? Oh, you're on the tree. No, I wanna... Dang elf. Hmm. Doesn't look like there's anything, but at the same time... There's still souls everywhere. Dam's not broken yet. I think I threw a little high. Yeah. Okay. Don't see anywhere under the trees. And I kind of landed in bushes, unfortunately. There doesn't seem to be anything up there. I feel like I could probably also throw my scout in the water to explore that way, too.
I wonder if it'll hit a rock and just go all the way through the water, or if it'll actually flow along.
Oh, I think I've actually landed on the rock now.
It'll always flow in the water for a bit, it seems.
Yeah, there was a little alcove over here I wanted to explore.
It's nice that it tells you there's a hazard there at least.
I think the dam's about to break.
Might be time to pay attention then.
All I'm seeing is the ground. I'm not... Like, it's not angling itself nicely for me to see anything. And I can't just turn the camera because I'm trying to and it's not turning.
Yeah, it's interesting just seeing this continuous, like, new things. As in, like, You don't really see anything of use.
Yeah, and I can't turn the way the camera is facing. Trust me, I'm pressing the buttons. Here's my rear view shot. Let's try rear view shots for a bit. And there goes the
Nice view
breakage.
of it.
Let's see. There, it's hit it, and they're all gone. They're all gone.
When the water washes over the first sleeping spot, goes out.
Yeah, and then you see a couple. So those little things are them traveling. And what happens is they jump off here. So here's the bell. Is this on top of the tower in the simulation? I should see what this looks like in the simulation then. Next time. I don't see anywhere I can... Do you think they considered the scout being in the water and taking photos before or after the DLC? Like, was this functionality there for Giant's Deep? Ocean's Deep. Oh, Giant's Deep. It's Giant's Deep.
I
Okay.
mean, I remember my scout floating around in the water in Giant's Deep.
Was that before or after the DLC?
I played the base game before the DLC existed.
I just don't know. Like, there appears to be nothing here. You know? So it looks like there's no reason to make it to the top. You know?
Hey, that is a good point too. The geysers, you could always put your scout through them.
You're
If you
right.
shoot your scout into an active geyser, it'll go flying through the air. So,
You right. You right. You right.
yeah, good call out.
There's something that is obvious that I am missing in this equation. So power outage is caused when they deem that we are that power outage is caused when the sun is detected as like on the verge of going supernova. So the sails deploy and start pushing us further away. When the dam breaks, it knocks out the souls. They die, but they're still souls traveling, you know? So are those cables part of the souls traveling? Or are they connecting interior computers that are among the, tall rocks?
At least the second part is true, just since you can travel to the beginning area after the first sleep area is wiped out. So it still exists, just the connection to it from that side world is cut off, it seems like. That's just what you confirmed so far.
Yeah. There is definitely, the simulation computers, whoever's running the simulation is not stored within the towers. There's just cables connecting it to the tower. The horns...
Yeah, that's all I mean.
...are, the actual location itself. Or, here it connects down because it's coming up from the second tower. So those are just, But it doesn't help me understand the codes. But that's not the issue here. I need to understand basics. What is that little divot in the rock? Probably just the way the rocks turn. Yeah, it looks to just be the way the rocks... It's a little shy of where I was aiming. It's on the top half of it. There, that's perfect. Just the way the rock curves? Yeah. Okay, there... One over there is compromised and lets us in. And I already looked on the back side and there's nothing. I still think I need to try using one of those old versions, like the V1 of the or V2 of the lantern, I mean. And just trying to book it out of there before the explosion kills me. And see how corrupted is the place with a V2 lantern. And here we go! Did the lights go out? There's no horn for this place. Only for the bell. And...
might be able to see the cables aren't lighting up anymore.
Well, there never was cables lining up to this place. The cables never connect.
It's coming.
See?
You did directly say it's coming up from the tower itself, where a horn would be.
Yeah, the tower represents the horn instead. But there's no cables down here connecting up to the tower, Which has always been just disconnect, because there's none along any of the feet, It comes into the rock here, but it never makes it up, it seems, And there's no cables snapped at any of these wooden bricks, so it can't have been in the wood, So, I'm not... I think the horns might act as, Wi-Fi, maybe? Who knows? I don't think that's helping me solve the mystery. It's just... giving me maybe the metal?
Bad.
Huh?
Additional context is never bad.
No. I'm gonna watch those... Well, first I'm gonna take a second to go refill my water after, before I get back in the ship. With the next loop. But I think I'm going to read the ship log. I'm just gonna look at every one of those reels. I'm gonna write down possible codes from every single one of those reels that follow the three different symbols thing. It's the moon is going to be the hard part if it includes a moon. But I'm assuming they might have. There's probably some way of getting. I'm gonna just read it. I'm gonna read the ship then. But first, I will be back in a couple minutes. I just need to refill my water, okay?
The lore review times are always fun. Random question for you, Skeleton, while Geneva's away. I just, honestly, something I've thought about but never had a chance to ask anyone. Just out of curiosity, like people from my country, we just call ourselves Americans, even though literally it feels like anyone in North or South America could say they're American, and it makes sense. Like, does that feel weird for you as a South American? So you are technically American. Like, I don't know. It just feels like it would be weird to me for someone who is just not in the U.S. but still technically in the continent of America. I hope that made even like the semblance of sense. Yeah, I assumed that would be the case. To be honest, just since it does feel weird, but it makes sense, yeah. But it's just such a ubiquitous thing here that just we are just the Americans, I guess. Yeah, I do hear that a lot of the time for anyone Spanish speaking around here, but oh yeah, we really do think we're the center of the world a lot of the time, but yeah, I do personally say Americans too, just since it is like you said, it's just what we grew up hearing. Like we are Americans, you know. And I can't really think of a better adjective. Like so instead of if I'm talking with someone who's also from one of the American countries, I usually just say like, I'm from the United States, not I'm American, just to try to simplify.
What did I walk in on?
I was just curious how, since Skeleton is from South America, and you and I and everyone from our country just says we're Americans. I mean, technically, Skeleton can say that too.
I'm from America.
They live on the continent of America.
Yeah.
One of the two. So it makes sense for them to say, yeah, I'm American, but we ourselves here use it as we are from the United States of America.
That's what you get for naming your country after the continent.
Yeah. And there's not really a better adjective that we can use when talking to other people in America.
Because we're the United? We're the States? Like...
Yeah. And Skeleton said they just call us U.S. Americans, just to make it a little clearer. That should make sense.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm from the U.S.
Yeah, that's what I usually say too. when I'm talking to someone
Wait.
that's not
Okay.
from America, from the United States of America. See, I do it all the time.
If they're from the US, then I'll go into the like, oh, I'm from this state. Or like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
if they're from the state, then I might say like the next biggest town near me, which, you know, Hershey. And then like, you know, greater and greater detail based on how close they are. Okay. Let's see. We have 3 test chambers. Already know about this. Okay. Gorge. Dwelling. Okay. They show how they took it. They went across and extinguished so that the person could so is there anywhere else in the dream world that has those candle stuff lined up? They extinguished so the person could go in through the painting. And then okay, that doesn't give me anything. Let me see. Where's the code for the... This is Moon, Home Moon, because they lived on one of the 2 moons. And then stars. 3 of the containers were marked with glowing vault sealed, but... Okay, this is marked with a burning slide wheel. Where else was the other code used? Where's the other code? It doesn't outright have the code here. Okay, but that's the burning... This is the one for the church. The church one was about their home. Was it? Those slide reels... The symbols don't necessarily line up with the slide reels. Slide burning room. Wait, what? Cinder Isles. Room full of burned slides reels piled next to a strange device. I found a hidden slide reel that shows a container marked with a glowing symbol being handed to a... Is there several burned? Yeah, slide burning rooms. There's several. The slide... Why are they called slide burning rooms, though? So it doesn't look like...
You literally watched the video of them burning and there's...
yeah, but it doesn't...
Where there were flamethrowers there.
Those are the hidden reels, that's why. Okay. Those are the hidden reels. Is there... Are there codes for by the hidden reels? Okay, that's the side of that tower gorge. This is... Okay, you know what? Let me go try this hidden little place. Let me see if there's anything to do with the code, because that'll connect to the... Lowland... connect to... Wait, where's 1? Where's 1? Are you it? Yeah, 1. Okay. So this has to do with 1. But then that led to the Forbidden Archive already. Okay, let me see... Okay. Let's just make a symbol based on what the Forbidden Archive shows. Let's just try this. Home. Home. What would be another good symbol? Maybe one of the moons? Dark moon. No. You could then do the eye now instead. Okay, there's a couple symbols I could take from that. Also, the burn version of it, though, I could totally go instead with home, I, or start at any point in this. Okay. Home, I maybe again. Flame for being burned. And then maybe home or I again. Probably home again. Because home, I, flame, home. Could be what the burnt version of that is for number 1. Maybe. For 3, I think this is 3. Yeah, this is 3. 3 could be sun, home, because they cry over home. I still don't know what the little flame, because it's burnt. Flame maybe again, because they're using the flames to go in the simulation to go to their home. Okay, but the hidden archive version, instead it could be they're looking at the sun. They're crying over their home. And then instead of flame, it could be simulation. Because they're rebuilding. Then home, maybe again, because the home is there. And then flame, maybe? Or sim again, because they're entering the simulation. Okay. Oh, there's multiple here. This one's just a corruption. And then you, the eye of the universe one. Also, what was the symbol for this one? This was the flame, so it could start with flame. This one could be eye. Because they're starting with the eye, they're scanning the eye. There's a lot to do with the eye, so it could be a double eye. Devastation. I don't know a symbol that represents. Anger. Flame, because they burn down the eye. And then flame again, because it's burnt. I'm probably really off on my logic. You guys are probably watching this being like, she is so off. And then maybe ending in sun, because they're hiding by the sun, and it's a big thing. That could be an interpretation of that. Okay, again, I... Maybe I second time, because they focus so much on the eye at the beginning. They're gonna burn the church. Yeah, flame for burning the church. Simulation, maybe? No. That's to stop the eye, so maybe eye again. Because it's silent. And then sun? But that has 3 eyes. So that's probably not it. Okay. So with the statues with the alarm bells, if they see light, like they spot you with light, they ring the bell and wake you up. With the glitchiness does not prevent. Oh, 1000% we would be paying more for our phones built here. They already said it would cost like 3 or 4 times. Look, no one likes the angry orange, okay? We already have lawsuits because it looks like the elections were like tampered with, okay? As someone who actually has a degree in economics, I am not looking forward to... I'm just not looking forward to this. Okay.
What a selling point. I love that. We might have to go to Argentina now.
For cool swears.
Yeah.
Flame? Is this anything but flame for the bell?
I think that reel is mostly burned.
The bell, I don't have a shape for the bell. More flame. Yeah, 5 flames. Okay, gotcha. That one's not gonna be any help. Anyhow, let's get out. I hope time kind of paused for me there. Yeah, the sun doesn't look too bad, so time probably paused while I was reading my notes. So I have a couple different possibilities for me to use as codes. Plus, I can always go and, what's it called? I can always go to the, Hidden Gorge. Go up there. And, I forget what I was gonna do there. I had a point. I do not remember my point anymore. I remember not what I was gonna say. No, I want to see. I don't want to ghost plane. I can also go outside. Oh, it's going outside and then back to get to the hidden lab to get the exploding one. That's what I was thinking. Okay. Oh, thank gosh. Now let's go ahead, jump off in between. Once I can figure the codes out, this is gonna be so quick because all I gotta do is get to literally what I've been doing forever. Get the artifact, get the first tower, and jump into the water, you know, in between, while I'm on one of the cables. Okay. This is the best.
So close yet so far.
I've been so close and yet so far this whole time.
Yeah.
What? Why did I take damage?
You did that before. I forget. I don't know what the cause.
I think it's because I got too close to the loading zone. You know? I did it a little too late. Okay. So I have 3 possible codes. I just do not know. So we're gonna, this is 3. Let's try the code I have for 3 specifically first, which is sun. Okay, let's try the burned one first. Home. Flame. Flame. Home. No. Okay. Let's change this instead to sun, home, sim. Simulation, home, simulation. Sun, home, simulation. No. Okay, let's just try the one I have for 1. Home, I. Where's the I? Where's the I? They're not a symbol for Eye of the Universe? Home, I.
Phases, planets, sun. I don't know what the. Oh, that's just another type of star.
Yeah, I'm just using it for now.
I have no idea what it's intended to represent, but I don't know. Plenty of options that you could say it might represent.
Okay, I don't know what the symbol for I is. I don't know why I put the I in as my option. I am silly. I'm a silly, goofy, silly girl. Silly. Okay, well, I don't think I've got the codes. I've recorded I as an option here. Which very much is not the... Dam broke, I think. But this here is dark because I already extinguished it.
Interesting.
I also think I already tried here and there's no bridge yet. Okay. Now let's try... I again, don't have a thing. Sun. Home. Try flame, home. Flame, home. Flame, simulation. Flame, home, simulation, home. I need to figure something out to put in place of the Eye of the Universe. Also, why am I not kicked out yet? I need to reevaluate. I'm gonna walk across as if there is a actual bridge here.
There was something there, at least.
There was something there. So I think I got the first symbol correct, maybe. Did that mean I got the first symbol correct? Is that what that means? Or something?
I'm not sure what it means, but you definitely got something sort of right, at least.
There was something.
At the very least, there is places to walk, it seems.
Is it just in a different pattern? Fuck, I jumped off too soon. Late. Okay. I got something, right? I got something right. Because there wasn't anything there before.
Okay.
Siri kicked in. No! No! Stop listening to my conversations. There's a lawsuit for that. Got something right, though. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. I got something right, though. There's something I did good.
Not gonna lie, it was really fun. Like, I heard a surprise in your voice and waiting for the stream to catch up. And just like, what's gonna happen? Like, oh, you floated on the water for a second there. Got it. That's what was impressive.
Oh. This is not a valid method of going down here anymore.
Oh, you left the boat on the other side.
Yeah. To the bell it is, I suppose. Because I gotta know what I put in there. Good thing the dam hasn't even broken yet. I've got time. I say, as the dam is nearly broken. Come on, go to the bell. I think I might I can do a little bit of testing because I'm close to the one of the codes. So at least in the one way, I'm correct in that one of the codes is supposed to be gotten from the reels. Where's the eye? Yeah, I know. There's no symbol for eye. Like the eye of the universe, not as in me. Maybe I'm completely wrong in my method. Like, all I can imagine now is that I'm completely wrong in the method I'm supposed to obtain this code, but I'm getting, like, freakishly close to the code. And you guys are just there watching, like, how is she getting the right answer from the wrong formula? Like, I can't tell if I'm big braining or tiny braining it, you know? I hope I'm not tiny braining it, though. I hope this is at least a, like, medium brain thing I am doing. No! 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 Let me up before the warrior all goes! Let me up before the rapids come! Let me up! 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 Okay, I got here before it drained. Okay. So I have some time still. Falling down? I know, there's probably a symbol that represents the eye. I think it is a twinkle, honestly, the little triangle. A diamond, I mean. Sorry. I was trying to scrape some of the jellies out of the boba. Oh, that was really close. Maybe I don't do that anymore. So right now I have sun, home, sim, home, sim. Okay. Sun, home, sim, home, sim is what I have. And I think sun is correct. So I got that there. This is 1, but I got it from the reel for 3. So maybe instead of home... Maybe sun, sim? Okay, let's just try that first. How far over can I get this way? Okay, so sun seems right. Oh? It's all going down. Sim got me down 1. Okay, so maybe sim's only 1 off. And the sim in the 3rd place is wrong. So I did sim, home. Okay, I had sun, home, sim, or flame. So maybe it's sun, sim, home, sim, sun? Maybe? Maybe. Holy, that is so many locations. So there's only 1 light, so it's not like the light was getting dimmer, I feel, for my correct lineups there. I could pay attention to that, see if that gets dimmer anywhere. Okay, so sim feels like it's 1 away, because it's 1 lower. Maybe it's flame. Would flame bring it up? Then I thought it was home. Home is not close on either directions from sim. It's several away. Let's try diamond. No, let's go flame. Sim. Okay, sun, flame, and then I did another flame, and then I did home, and then sim as the other option here. So let's try that. Let's try that. Okay. Sun. Oh, okay. It is sun. What did I do for my... I don't remember. A flame. So it's sun, flame, oh, okay, down 2, so to the right 2. Right 2 again. And then the last one is just fully wrong. Okay. This is probably not the intended method in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to be fully on. You guys are probably here like, is she really doing it this way? Maybe I can also do the other one this way, though. Maybe I can pay attention to the lights and see if, like, it's the closer area dims and that, you know? But it looks like it's a single light bulb, you know? So I don't... Or, like, a single spotlight. I don't know. I just know I'm probably not at all doing this method of intended. Okay. So it's sun, flame. I need to go right 2 on the flame. 1, 2. 1, 2. Simulation's completely wrong. Or at least wrong enough that I'm not feeling it. Let's end with a home. Okay, so sun, flame, half moon. Diamond. Which I think is the eye symbol. And then home? Let's try this. Let's try this. Probably supposed to do one more symbol to the right. No. Oh, yeah. Home is one more to the right. Actually, I'm probably supposed to do them all one to the right, but... So I should have done... I was gonna do the one after home, and I should have stuck with it. This is definitely not the intended method. This is most certainly not the method in which you were supposed to figure this out. I hope this... I low-key hope this is not the method you were supposed to figure it out by, because I would feel so silly if this was the method upon which you were supposed to figure it out by, and me, the person that keeps bullheading myself, and just sheer determination doing things the wrong way, like the gravity forge, or the black hole forge, you know, jumping up there. It's a sun at the end. Okay. So sun, flame, and these all might need to be moved up. Half moon. Diamond. Which I think is the eye, and ending with the sun again. Okay, let's see if this works. I swear if this works. Yes, I need to shift it all one to the right. Okay. I'm so close, I just need to shift it all one to the right. But I can also hear the... I don't know if I have enough time to shift all to the one to the right. I'm gonna be honest here. We're gonna try! But this loop's about to end. I can't believe I'm getting at this method. I swear if you're just supposed to guesstimate the codes. Or maybe, you know, when I figure the code out, I'm gonna go back and compare. Also, it's breaking the code. It's supposed to be a total of 3 different symbols only. It's not supposed to be 4 different symbols. Only has 1 repeat. This is not cool, man. Okay, oh, okay. It's diamond. Diamonds. It's okay. Okay. So... which I think is the eye. Okay, this might actually line up to another reel instead. No, I do not want to know if this is the actual intended method. Not yet, at least. I want, like, no spoilers in that. So... I will find out after if this was the actual intended method. You know, when I beat the game, that's when I'll be like, okay, ask the questions about, like, was how I did it. You know, because so far I've done it with no hints. And I want to be able to do it no hint, even if that means I'm doing it, you know, a silly method. Like, jumping on the elevator to the Forge District. Or, you know, just looking at the tornadoes, being like, okay, this one's going that way. This must be the one. I also swear if the answer to figuring out these codes was this easy and it was right in front of me this entire time, I will cry. I will low-key cry. Not actually, but
I
like...
have been muted for so long. I have been talking, wondering why you're. No one's really. Oh my gosh. I've been trying to say I don't know if it's helpful since you. I don't know if you got a chance to write down what you had, but I used
Yes.
the Twitch clips to just scroll back and see what you put in. So
Yes, I had
sent it as a
sun,
screenshot in case you need it.
sun, flame, half moon, diamond, sun. That was my original. They are all one to the right, though. So I need to shift them all just by one symbol to the right to bring the invisible bridge up high enough. And then I need to work on the lights. Yeah, all of mine are actually on the YouTube, the VODs. I think it's the same name, either plus or minus the underscore at the end, though. I forget. I think YouTube does not have the underscore at the end.
I sent the link in the chat, so
Okay.
very easy viewing.
Oh! We should add a VOD. Okay, I did. Can you get the other link then, Entheon? Because we actually,
Yeah.
I set up a Discord server. We should probably put a channel for VODs in there, too. That has well, no, I have a link to the YouTube on there. But yeah. You set up a... Yeah, could you send the link for the Discord?
You want them invited?
Yeah. Send the link to invite. That way, like, even once... I'm not going to stop with this, even once I figure it out. I do want to try at least a little bit of speedrunning. I will not promise my skills at speedrunning, because I've never speedrun anything in my life. But they look really cool, some of the speedruns. So I want to at least try them. And plus, I have to do the gay baby jail speedrun. I have to make that official. And then this way also, like, after I do complete, I can ask, like, what games you guys want to see next, you know? Because I still want to do things, that, like, Almadon and, like, Skeleton, YouTube would like, because you've been here the whole time, I'm gonna try. You're gonna watch an absolute noob speedrun. But hey, there's videos showing how to do it, so. Lucid dreaming. Okay, yeah, I won't. No doing it. Boop! Okay. Okay, I know now how to get to 2 of these.
You really could do so many things in so many games. Like, puzzle games, I feel like they'd either be, like, depending on the game, either be a breeze or just, like, it feels like a lot of games would be a breeze for you. I was going to simplify to that.
We will see, because you've seen me in some of my stupidest moments, Entheon.
Yeah.
You've seen when the brain cell is not in the room with me. Okay. So I need the diamond, because that's 1 ray of the sun. I need 1 ray of the flame, so that's a crescent moon. Or that's the... Is that waxing moon? Or waning moon? First crescent moon. I'll just put it as first crescent moon. Because I'm writing this down because I still have 1 more code to figure out. Half moon becomes a other crescent moon. Second crescent moon. Because that could be when they destroy their home. This could be them, Diamond becomes 1 to the right, which is simulation. Sim. And then sun becomes run to the right, which is diamond. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Did you do it? You did it. You got a code.
Okay, I gotta star this. I have to mark this off in my journal because I took the writing these down. Now, can I? Okay, so diamond, the moon's the sun, and the diamond is closest to maybe the eye, where they destroy their home. Okay, but that doesn't. I don't know what that code's supposed to mean. Oh my gosh, that is closest to what I have for 1 though. So I just misinterpreted the real for 1. So the real for 3 I had starting with sun. But maybe that's not the best spot to start it. I'm seeing if any of the light goes out when I put in any of the specific symbols. Okay, no. So the real for 3, I started with sun. I think it could be home, flame, flame, home. What if I do sun? Home. I need to look at the real again. Simulation? Home. Flame? I don't think this is it. Yeah, no, they still spotted me. Oh, let's take this back over so I can come in the short way. As far as I'm aware, the ship log has, except for the 1 spot. But well, that's the spot being me unlocking that thing. But you would probably want to check on the server side, the messages in the Outer Wild server if you're part of it, because no spoilers, so I do not know 100%.
Are you in the Interloper server? If not, I can send you an invite link as well. That you can discuss completely anything you want without giving her spoilers.
Yeah, and that's like the official Outer Wilds like server. Not my little
It's
dinky
not official,
server.
It's a community server, more specifically, for people who like to rewatch game.
Let's go looky in my computer logs quickly. I don't know why I brought the artifact with me. Okay. You. Okay. I hate this method, C. Okay. Reel for 3. The reel for 3. So that's one I'm on right now. You're 3. Okay. So I could start with flame or sun, because they're starting it there. Flame, sun, be a home or a moon. And then it could be a flame, because it's burnt, if I go with the burnt version. And then this could be a flame or simulation. Because the flames light up then. Okay. That could be... Now what about the unburnt version? Okay. Could start with flame because it's about... Or sim because it's about those things that let them into the simulation. Then sun. And again, home or moon. And then simulation. And then or home, maybe. And then could be flame because the flame's there. Sim because they fall asleep. Or flame again because the thing's light on fire. Okay, so I got a couple combinations to work with here. Okay. I got a couple combinations to work with. Is there an invisible bridge maybe that I can go to the side of? Do you think there might be an invisible? Okay, let's go to a different... Let's go to number 2 this time. Second tower's gonna be easier to do. And will be longer lasting, so I can just stay in there. Second tower also is easy to get the dock, so... I'll just go second. I had a feeling it had to do with the reels. I just didn't get it right until now with, like, checking it, I think. The amount of time I could have saved if I just went with my gut of it had something to do with the reels. But I also was like, oh, I don't want to brute force it and be completely wrong, and... Yeah, and since I know it's not just 3 symbols now... Yeah, it's this one. Boop. Boop. A boop. And a boop-a-doop. Hello, slumber party! Aw, you guys left the party without me! Blew that one out. I'm so close. I am so close. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm so ready. Yes. Ain't no party like a crashing the party. Because they've been in here partying for how long? At least I hope. Yeah, these are the real souls, because if you can't be woken up once you die. You're just stuck in the simulation, your soul is. Or at least, you know, an artificial intelligence version of your memories in that acts as you. Your yeah. However it is set up. Okay, black. Bye. Boop. Okay. Yep, there's a dam breaking. I hear it. Then my question is, do I think there'll be another bridge? Do I have to go over that bridge, or is there an invisible bridge, maybe? I think I have to go over that bridge. I just have to turn out the lights. And then hold my thing
Question
shut.
becomes how to turn out the lights then.
I know, it's the right code, but... I'm tilting? Question becomes... what the right code is. Because, yeah, there's no other clear indication of where to walk other than through this bridge. Okay. I have, like, several symbols that could be in several combinations, so we'll just start from the top. Could start with a flame. Could then go to a sun. Also, I feel like since this is a single light, it looks like, I feel like this is going to be an all or nothing of the code, unlike the other one. Home. Flame. Simulation? No. Maybe simulation instead of flame at the top. But then instead of home and one of the moons, the moon meaning they drain their... Could it just be the same code? Do you think? What are the chances it's the same code? Diamond, first crescent moon, second crescent moon, simulation, diamond. Yeah, it's not the same code. Okay, so let's try simulation, sun, maybe half moon, simulation, home, maybe first crescent moon, third crescent moon. Okay. Let's start with the sun instead. Let's move this. Let's start with, then go home. Let's go simulation. Let's go flame. And then simulation. Okay, let's, instead of this, let's do the crescent moons. Because it could be any of the moons since they drained their moon in this one. Maybe it is starts and ends with diamond. Maybe in the middle is a 3. It's just 3 that tells a story. So maybe then it's sun, simulation, home, maybe? Maybe home simulation? Maybe home flame. Simulation flame. Flame simulation. Okay, no, none of those combos will work. Simulation at the top. Maybe it ends and starts with simulation. Can I get any closer? No. Second I step into the light, they do it. Okay. What if I start with the flame? No, again, second I step into the light. So this is an all or nothing with this code.
You can't just test it and keep trying and figure out what's close and what's not.
No. It's all or nothing. Okay. So on the reel, it has a symbol of the little artifact that gets you into the simulation. So the first symbol could be a flame. It could be the simulation symbol. Or it could not be that. The reel opens with them looking at our sun. So our sun would reasonably be somewhere near in this. From the sun, they then go and watch a video of their home. From there, they go into the simulation, thinking of home. No, isn't it them destroying their home or something? No. So it could start with simulation. And it could end with them going into the simulation. But then I would expect... If it starts with the artifact to get to the simulation and ends with the artifact of them going into the simulation, then I would expect there to be something about the sun and their home in here. So this starts out with them looking at the sun. But the last one had... Maybe there's 3 diamonds in this one. Maybe that's a trick. Because it's 3. Sun Sim Diamond? No. Sun Sim Flame. Maybe it's supposed to start with them crying. Maybe it's a sun. Oh, it's fully over. It's fully over. Okay. I need to look at the ship
falling
log.
sideways or the stuff is there.
Yeah. I need to look into... Maybe this one isn't from the reel. But no, I feel like they're from the reels. The codes would have to do... Diamonds for the first one. Just trying to think of... Because Crescent Moon, the last one had the 2 crescent moons. And then the simulation, which could represent that they destroyed their planet. And then, like, them destroying their moon. And then them deciding to go into this, like, doing the simulation. Because they were upset with the eye. Because the one that... The burned real one was, Moon, Planet Moon, I, which represented that, you know, their moon was circling their planet, and then they went towards the eye. The eye came in from the side. Or it could be a visual representation of the sequence of events. Could the crescent moons and then the sim represent something in particular in that order? Not as a sequence, but instead it was taken as a whole. Well, yeah, they technically lived on the moon, circling presumably a gas giant with rings like Saturn, but there's no guarantee. I need a... Okay. Let me... I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
You got this.
See. Okay. So this was a reel. This is for the 3rd one. Okay, yeah. So this reel is for the 3rd one. And does this depict them destroying their home? They're looking at the solar system. They all sit down and put on the simulation of their moon and what they gave up to come here. But then they're going in and they're doing creating the simulation. They create the simulation. They fully create it with their home planet. And then they all go to rest. So this one is definitely really about the simulation. Like, it's very heavily influenced by the simulation. And then finally finding peace with the simulation being there. Okay. Versus this one was 1. This was what I used for referencing the first one. Okay. The first one had no flame. So it starts off with Diamond because it's the eye of the universe they're hearing. Telescope's what started it all. So they see the eye. And there's 2 things about a moon. How could the moon fit into this? Because they destroy their moon, yeah. So the 2 crescents represent a planetful moon to a, like, destroyed moon. And then it's simulation diamond. Simulation supposed to represent... No, because they didn't create the simulation until after they arrive. Why is there a simulation there? They see the eye of the universe. The first crescent moon represents a plentiful moon, meaning their moon was full of resources. The second crescent moon represents their planet being devoid of resources and destroyed. But then there's simulation symbol, and then there's another diamond representing the eye, which is arrival at the eye. But they didn't make the simulation until they got here. And they already knew it was they gave up everything just for doom, that they doomed themselves. So why is simulation in there? Why is simulation in the code? Maybe it's because it's number 1 and simulation needs to be in there somewhere. So maybe for 3, there needs to be 3 simulations. In which case, I would want to start with a simulation. Because this is 3? No, this is 1, isn't it? Yeah, that is 1. So if this one is it, it's simulation, maybe. Sun, because they're looking at the sun. Or moon, a moon or home planet, because they're looking back to there. It could be simulation then again, because they're building the simulation. And then they all go here to get into the simulation. So maybe it's a sun, home, or moon. Because they're crying over a full moon, so maybe first crescent. So it could be Sim, Sun, first crescent, Sim, Sim. Let's try it. I got nothing better. That means the second code would probably... Huh?
Worth a shot if you think it's correct.
And then, because the second code, you would expect 2 simulations, because it's the overlapping of 2, signals. Why is simulation in the diamonds? Because the 4 symbols of Eye of the Universe, Plentiful Moon to Desolated Moon to Eye of the Universe is already enough. You don't need simulation here. But this one is so heavily simulation involved. I'm going to click. Okay. that I would expect multiple simulations. And I was so confused there was a physical location. I was so convinced that it had nothing to do with the... what's it called? With the reels, because I couldn't get it right with the reels on this one. That... I gave up on those, but they were right the whole time. Very much feel like I'm brute forcing this. Feel like I'm doing something wrong. It could also be a just throwing sim randomly in between the middle of the, like, handful of symbols I have. It could be. I just really think it's gonna have something to do with the, like, planet or the moons and the sun. And then simulation's just gonna be prevalent throughout because it's so heavily tied to simulation. Going through a cable, we're in the cable, falling out of the cable. Extinguish. I'm probably brute forcing this. This is probably not at all the intended method. Let's see, you are diamond. First crescent, meaning a plentiful planet. Second crescent, meaning a destroyed planet. Your simulation. And then the eye of the universe again. Oh, Q. Sorry, took a sip of water.
How dare you?
Okay. Great, okay. I could try moving a simulation up, maybe. Okay. Let's also just try any of the crescents. Okay, let's try simulation here. Let's try sun. No. Let's try any of the moons. No. Let's try sun, and then let's try the moons. Okay, let's try putting the simulation down here. Try, this is home, and this is the moons. Okay, this as the moons. So, what if I did flame instead? Because they burned it there. What if I just did all simulations? Tell me your secrets. Tell me your secrets! Tell me your secrets. Tell me your secrets. Tell me! I request that I know your secrets. I want to know them. I want to know them so badly. I don't understand the symbology fully, I guess. I thought I did. Clearly, I did not understand the symbology fully. Yeah, I'm not checking all the combinations. I'm just trying some of these I think are possible at this point. Does the light maybe only check the code when I exit?
That'd be funny.
Also, let's try just putting diamonds in here, since the other one had diamonds at the start and end. So maybe home planet, one of the moons, and then simulation. Yeah, but I don't want to. Okay, what about the reel for number 2? Let me try what I had down for the reel there. Flame, sun is a possibility. Okay. Flame, sun's a possibility. Everything is on fire. Everything is on fire. Maybe I should have checked the code for 2 and seen if I could guess it. What am I missing in regards to number 3? Number 3... That's the one that I could leave my thing behind and come to, and it was glitchy. Because that has the grove, if I remember right. We very much were not. It's like putting your name as your password, you know? I'm just... Diamonds? Okay, what if the diamonds do not represent the eyes? What if they represent something else? What if they represented something else? What if there was another way of getting over to there? What if there was... Wait a second. Oh, excuse me. You turned. Turn for me, please and thank you. I would like you to do that again and turn this time. What happens if I go straight when it's... Oh, it still takes me over here. I was trying to see if I could cheat the system a little, I guess. Okay. There's not a... No, there's not a nice way of just trying to invisible bridge over. Is there an invisible bridge here?
Would be good to know if there is.
One way to find out. Nope. Look, I don't got... I'm getting low. I'm at Tower 1. I could hear the water coming. I was like, I'm at Tower 1. Well,
So just to
Tower
make
2
sure you
it
know,
is.
too, you're streaming at 3 hours now. I know you don't stream much longer than that, so just wanting you know.
Look, I am so close. Give me just a little more time. Just a little more time.
You stream as long as you want. I'm not saying stop, to be clear. Just reminding you of that you're usually at your limit at this point.
Yeah, but I've been staring at codes. Oh, and I just... Is there anything around here that would give me an indication as to codes? Any symbology? There's the eye near here at Tower 2. I'm looking about Tower 3 now. Just over there. That does have something with the eye. But just physical location. Let me go outside. Let me go outside. There's not really an easy way back to the ships, I think. Actually, I don't know if I can get back to the ship. No, because that door is locked now because of the mortar. Okay, so you have the eye over here if I'm going... This is for 2, though. I don't want 2, I want 3. This is 3. Let's go to the bell for a second. I just... If I could easily... Maybe... No, I'm gonna meditate. I wanna look back in my log. Because... Maybe the simulation has to do with the type of scrolls I watched. Not so much... Because there's a reason I went to find the unburned scrolls, you know? Not just for the story, but like for codes. There has to be. Okay, let's see. The symbol for over here. For 1, right? No, this is for 3. For 1, it lined up pretty well with this. But was there a... I had this here, and then there was one reel about the simulation, which got thrown in there. And that was about the falling off in the cables. Okay. Okay, here. Okay. Starts with the sun. They're looking at sun. They look at home. Like their moon. Then they do simulation. They fall asleep. In simulation. So is it just sun, something for moon, moon or home, or moon or planet, sim, and then the extra simulation is thrown in whichever of the 5 locations the simulation on the door is. Because over on 1, the simulation on the door, it's the 4th one of the paintings. And that's where the simulation is. So I think the lights do have something to do with it. Because whichever one's the entryway down, so which one is the entryway? I think the 5th location is the entryway down for the Hidden Gorge. I gotta go straight to the Hidden Gorge this time. Because the extra sim should be wherever the Hidden Gorge one is. And I think it's the 5th spot of the 5 combinations. And also, I had a 02121. I think that was the... That's the thing based on the lights. Okay, you know what? Quickest way to the gorge? Quickest way to the gorge. Where is that hole? I think that's the hole right there? No, one more. At least. Yeah, hole. Okay, let me out. Going in the hole. Okay. Let me grab an explodey one quickly. I want to go have fun. Come on. Okay, I just want to see if I can get out before the explosion happens. And then I'll actually take this seriously, I swear. So, it's the second one. Okay. So, sun simulation, something to do with their home planet or home moon / like the planet they circled. Simulation. Okay. I think that's it. This is also the 02121 place. But let's see this. Sim goes there. Because that's where the entryway down into the simulation is. Okay, stows off. Then quickly run away before he explodes. Oh. Okay. It's too big of an explosion. Oh, I forgot that fully killed you. I didn't think that fully killed you. I thought that just woke you up.
Nope.
Oh. That loop doesn't count.
No, I'm putting it in the tracker right now.
Aww. How many loops am I at?
That was 163 that you completed. I could be a little off though.
No, this way. Okay. I think I cracked the code. Well. I think I got this. I hope I got this. So much thought has been put into this. I feel like a well-reasoned person with this thought process, you know?
You'll have to wait and see how accurate or inaccurate you are.
Okay. Okay, there. I'm good. I'll repair it. There. Actually, is there? I think there's already a good one in here, so I don't have to go cross the gorge. No, that's actually a bad. No, is that a good one or a bad one? I think that's a good one. I didn't mean to sit here. I just wanted to pick up my artifact. I think this is the final artifact. Let me compare it to this one. Yeah, this is the final artifact. Oh, I love the owl elks. The owl deer, technically. They make elk noises, but owl deer just sounds nicer. You know?
I end up just sticking with elk, but it feels weird to say still though.
It's owl deer. Like their antlers are more deer than elk to me, I'll be honest. And like, yes, they have elk calls, but also like those are more owl feet than I was gonna say. But yeah. Yeah, no, I don't crash into into the hangar with the band, and I just... What was I doing here again? Oh, wait, I can't make it easily to the... Oh. To open the bridge, I think I have to solve the whole puzzle. Isn't that right? But to get across, you need to solve the whole puzzle here. No. Not doing it. No. I'll go find somewhere. I'll go to the bell. I'm just going to the bell. I'm just going to the bell.
I love how you fell on the invisible bridge leading to the archive and died there.
I was wondering why I died so high up.
Oh no, yeah, you fell on the invisible bridge and just squished yourself rather than just gracefully going out with your light.
I mean, they could be omni, they could eat some plant matter along with fish. I would not say they were herbivores, for sure. But I could see them maybe eating, like more opportunistic omnivores, where they mainly eat, fish, but could, their diets could consist of an occasional, berry or, fruit, Sort of like sort of like raccoons, I guess. Just given that they are somewhat deer or elk related, still. But yeah, primarily carnivores. I think they could have some molars in the back that are more, flat. Wait, I still don't know the code for 2. You know what? I'll have a good run where I actually just do it to do it. But right now I'm figuring out codes, so I don't care. If I figure out the code, then I will care.
Yeah, to be fair, if you get the 3rd code, you can always just
go to second tower.
The other way.
There's always a second tower, Okay. So I think it might be sun, simulation, and then it's going to end with 2 simulations. Okay, let's see if it checks it only when I exit out, okay? No. I was checking if it... But it was on number 2! Maybe there's only 1 simulation. And that's on number 2. No. Could be sun simulation because it's at number 2. They're crying over their plentiful moon with their planet in the background. And then they go to sleep in the simulation. Unless they don't want another simulation. Unless this is simulation. And then this is simulation. Then this one is a planet. What? I am probably so close to the code. You guys are probably looking at this and are like, why? How? How is she so close and yet so far? But in the end, it really doesn't matter. Defirm Kona. Nice, Omadon.
I don't get that one.
Confirm or deny.
Oh.
Just swap the first.
Yeah.
Because it's neither confirm nor deny. It's defirm and conai. Simulation. Sun. Moons. You know what? You're right. You're right. They certainly have been denied. Honestly, I don't even know what solving this code is supposed to do. Is it supposed to just bring that thing over to me? Or like summon a little thing that I can just hit so that it comes over?
Both of those would make sense.
You go in at the 5th location here. Let's do Diamond, Flame, Diamond, Sun, and then Simulation, because that's the 5th location. I wanted to check if there was an invisible bridge too. What could... Also, I have to go all the way around to get to my ship, but at least I've watched this reel 1,000 times, though. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Whoever made this game, just take the wheel already. I feel like a noob. I feel so tiny brain. Can I have the brain cell back, guys? Mom says it's my
I feel
turn.
like it's off on vacation.
Mom says it's my turn with the brain cell. What if the light never goes away? It just those things stop detecting you.
I had that thought. It could just be that. So you have to manually check each one by walking closer.
And I don't like that. I do not like that if it's the truth. I just... Maybe I can get... You know what? I hear the dam break. I'm gonna just see if I can get closer. For every symbol. Just so I can, like, at the start. Just so I can eliminate that. You know? Okay, so it's not a... Nope, they definitely still see me. Oh, I get only one orange brain cell. Okay, no, they still see that. No, they still see me in the light. Okay, they still see me there. still see me here. I don't even know what symbol I started with. There has to be something obvious I am missing with this.
There may or may not be. We can't affirm or deny.
Okay, you know, it was 0212 when it came to the light patterning on the lamps. So what if that had something to do with it? What if, and hear me out, I am just stupid. I think I started with the flame. Yeah, okay, so I do not need to manually check every single time. So there will be something else. Okay, 0212. What if? Sun.
Yeah.
No.
Math on it.
212. Something. Sun. Home. Simulation. Home. Simulation?
Omodon did the math. If you were to try brute force it,
9
assuming
hours.
every combination check took 1 second, that would take 9 hours of checking.
Yeah, what if home, and this is simulation instead? No? Okay, what if these are still something representing home, and this is the simulation spot? Okay. What if those are no? What if 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 no? 0 2 1 2 1 was the lamp combinations here. And there are simulations in here. Simulation would be the second one if I'm going based off of where you open the door. So simulation in spots here, and then these have to, the last one have to do with home planet, which are home moon, I guess, technically. Okay. Okay. No. Maybe I'm just an idiot? Maybe I'm just silly goose? Maybe I'm just insane? Maybe I'm reading too deeply into everything.
Maybe one of those is true, maybe it isn't.
0 What if? What if? So it has to do with the simulation and the planets and their moon and their 0. Maybe we just put simulation first. 2 1 2 1 2 2 1 2 1 0. Pretty sure maybe it was just a coincidence that there was a simulation where the door to the simulation goes. You know? Also, the first one had 4 different symbols, and And none of them lined up with the number of lamps. So maybe 0212 is just me going insane and reading way too deeply. Maybe. Because they start off looking at the sun. So the other one, maybe I need to use this too. Maybe. I have everything I need. The code is in the unburned one. And the unburned one, they are looking at the sun. Simulation, because that is where we enter. They then go to cry over their home moon, which is as they look up at the planet. They build the simulation, and then they go to the flame to go to bed in the simulation. But maybe it's a plentiful moon. Maybe it's supposed to be the first crescent. It's a plentiful moon. Or maybe the last one's also a simulation, because they're going into the simulation at the end. Or maybe the second one's not a simulation. Maybe the second one's their home planet. The third one's a simulation. The second from the bottom is a flame, because they're going to the flame to go into the simulation. Or maybe it's simulation and then it's a flame because of flame's lighting after they go in the simulation. Or maybe there's another home planet because there's a home planet in the simulation, and then we end with the simulation.
Hey, this feels like insanity at this point.
Go insane, go insane. Throw some glitter, make it rain. What am I not understanding here? What am I missing? This might be the last. I didn't want to end tonight not figuring this out. But this might be the last loop. Because I think I'm missing something.
It feels like you are just brute forcing at this point, so maybe some time to consider would be good.
I'm missing something. Because I'm reading the reel, but like I'm not understanding something here. The first one was two crescent, like the two crescent moons showing that the planets start off healthy and then ended up being destroyed. Simulation, because that's where the lights are. That's how you get down into the simulation of the 5 paintings up in the top. And then diamond again, because the Eye of the Universe is where that one ended. This one, they're starting off looking at the sun. They go to cry over their good moon. They then build the simulation. And then they go to rest in simulation. Am I missing a step in between the simulations? And then you unlock at the second door, meaning the second location probably has a simulation. But like...
At the very least, you lived up to your stream title today.
What was the stream title?
Well, one of them. Cracking the code.
I cracked one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe next stream will be titled Insanity. I want to watch this reel one more time. I'm gonna end. I'm just watching one last time for my own. No, this is 1. Okay, so 1, it makes sense. Eye of the universe. We start off with eye. And then they are on their moon. It's just the eye. It's all about the eye. Still about the eye. Continuing with the eye. Continuing with the eye. Yeah. And then good moon down to destroyed moon. And then simulation. Not sure why simulation, other than the door that you go through is that one. And then eye, they make it to the eye. It makes sense. That code makes sense. This one, the burned reels, is moon. It is the second crescent moon is destroyed moon, orbiting their planet, and then Eye of the Universe, because the Eye of the Universe was calling them in that direction. Or that's because of the reels that are found in it. I forget what the code is for the. Let me think. What's the code for the Let me pull up the other code. The code for the one that's blocking off the Eye of the Universe. That code for the one that they have blocking the signal of the Eye of the Universe from escaping is Sun Simulation Flame Simulation Flame. Or is that contained eye? Is simulation the same symbol as contained eye? Sun simulation. They went to our sun, they made the simulation, they burned things related to the eye. They went back to the simulation, they burned things related to the eye. Maybe the real. Okay, so they're looking at solar system, our sun. They go to a reel, which maybe the simulation is also real, so could put simulation here. It's of their planet, so what if we put simulation? Here would be simulation. All I've got is sun, sim, home, something to do with home, sim, and then here could be flame or simulation, because they're going to sleep about the simulation. Sun, sim, home, sim, sim. I think I've already done that, though. And there's 3 simulations in there. Which already feels like a lot, so maybe the end could be a flame, but I've done that! Okay, I'm going insane. I'm just going to... I'm sorry. We are done for the night, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll continue the insanity same time next week. Progress was made. I also made progress towards insanity. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. And it's been fun. At least I have you guys here with me as I'm going through the stages of insanity. And I have my cats have come to comfort me or demand I go to bed. One or the other. You know? But bye!
Bye.